Welcome to Girl Talk. We are so glad you're joining us today. And we've gone from petunia season to poinsettia season here at America's Best Flowers. We're in Cottage Grove. And if I can throw in a few more peas, we're going to would you please?
Dr. Seuss? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, right. We're talking porch pots. So decorating your porch. And I feel like, it's not just for Christmas, it's really for the season.
Yeah.
So greens, glitter, all the goods.
Nice alliteration, Janet.
Yeah, well,
Wow.
Anyway, so if you want to dress up your porch, they're going to talk about how to do it. You can come in anytime. They do have workshops, but you can also come in anytime and someone will be here to help you.
Yeah, absolutely. Great staff here. So we'll learn a little bit about some of those workshops, classes that they've got. Looking forward to it.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Be sure to say hi to the kitty cats that run around
Oh, they're so cute.
too. We always look for them when we're here.
Yeah.
I just heard one of them. They're around. I think they like it when we come. I'm happy that we're here.
Yep.
We're also talking about our chompers, our teeth.
Yep.
What do
Something
they
we
say?
smile.
Yeah.
Flash
Joy.
your pearly whites.
We're feeling very conscious about our smile today. We'll be talking with Dr. Angela Cody. She's from Village Smile Care. They're out in Mount Horeb. And what do they say? Just, it's easy. Just, oh, look, a kitty.
There's
I
I
don't
think that's Sally if you come by.
easily distracted, but
What are you talking about? Oh, yeah,
talking
teeth.
about teeth.
Teeth. Yeah, no. What is the saying? It's simple. You just brush and floss the ones you want to keep.
Oh, yeah.
It's as simple as that, right?
Yep. And you only
makes
really
sense.
get one set, so I mean, you want to take care of them. You only get one real set.
Yeah.
So,
Is this weird? I actually like going to the dentist.
no, I don't think
I
that's weird.
think it feels really good after you
It
go.
certainly does. Yeah, you bet. Brennan's nodding behind the camera. I love it.
It also feels like, you're it's self-care, you're caring for part of your body that's really important, and then, I mean, what would we do without them, really?
Yeah.
Right. I think
Eating is not quite as enjoyable, I'm sure. Teeth, there's some things you need to think about there. It's just,
And maybe it has to do with getting a good start young. If you wait until you have problems, then you go to the dentist, you have a bad experience, and then
That's just it.
you're scared, right?
You bet. Yeah, I think that's so important. I think about that with my kids, and it's so hard to brush those teeny tiny little teeth when they're screaming and wobbling, because they hate it. But it's so important to set those habits. Do you have any good tricks? You got a little bit older kids than I
Mine
do.
are doing their own now. I guess one of the tricks we had, I think it was like a combination of they knew that, it was time for bed or whatever, and you go in the bathroom and there's all these habits that need to happen, and they just don't want to have their environment controlled at that time. So I would let him choose if he wanted to brush his teeth in the bedroom, in his own room, he could do that. Of course, he would have to go, spit in the sink in the bathroom, but he could sit on his bed and find his own atmosphere to do that.
Right. Give them some control.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially at that age, too-ish.
Right.
Yeah. And that helped for a while, and then he just got over it. Just did his own
Just
teeth, so.
eventually just get over it. Yeah.
Give him a little control. And
It's funny because
That's a good
my
idea.
baby loves it,
Yeah.
but my 2.5-year-old hates it.
Yeah.
But I think the young one watches the older one and then is excited for her turn. She'll like lay down and go.
Oh, wow.
And she's little. She's one. It's really cute. But anyways, teeth. All different ways to get kids started.
We also know that the resale industry has exploded, whether it's clothing, it's furniture. eBay is a good example too, but also consignment. And so we're talking with Refined Style. This is a consignment store on Monroe Street. And boy, is she gonna have some really great things to talk about. Vintage, modern, plus she's got her own little flair with fashion.
Yeah. Mixing it all up.
The thing that I love, so I took a sneak peek, and some really cool designers. One is Diane von Furstenberg, that she carries some pieces in her store. She's got a dress. Go in and look at this. It's incredible. She's got a dress.
Because you're going to go buy it.
Well, yeah. Hurry up.
Sorry.
Get the dress. But there's a new Diane von Furstenberg that's not brand new. It's still consignment, but it's within the last couple of years. And she's got one that's from the 70s as well, a Diane von Furstenberg dress.
So cool.
It's so neat to see the change in style, but there's interesting similarities. The same designer now, years and years later. I also thought it was neat how the label changed. The 70s label has some sort of cursive, and it was fancier. The modern label is very clean and
Simple, blocky.
Change with the times. I find that interesting because I don't have a lot of awareness of brands. I just don't. But I saw her clothes and I went gaga over just the way they look and how I wanted to put them on and switch them around with other stuff. And then you recognize the label, so we're both very excited. So there's a lot to find there and Refined.
Well, lots to find and refine. Coming up next, you don't want to miss some of the cool stuff we're going to look at right after the break.
Hi, and welcome back to Girl Talk. We are sitting here cozied up at America's Best Flowers in Cottage Grove, having a lovely time. We're going to chat with those folks in a little bit. First, I want to introduce you to quite a fascinating young lady here. This is Abigail Barth. Welcome, lady. How are you today?
Thank you. Really good. So happy to be here.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Abigail is the owner and creator of Refined Style, which is on Monroe Street in Madison. Welcome. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Lovely to see you again.
Likewise.
So let's jump right in. What do you sell at Refined Style?
So primarily I am a consignment boutique, mostly women's fashions, vintage and modern, so clothes, accessories, accoutrement.
So we have to mention of what you have on.
Oh yeah, like this stuff.
Like this and this and this.
I think
and
I'm the
many
only
of
one
beauties
without
behind
anything.
us.
I gotta grab like
here,
this
have this of
fantastic bag or something.
1970s hand woven leather purse. Yeah.
Isn't that
go.
amazing?
Oh, it's such beautiful stuff.
Abigail, where did you get the idea for your store?
So over the years, over like the last decade or two, I've been kind of casually collecting vintage clothes and unique modern items. And about 8 years ago, I helped a friend kind of run a store that's a similar ilk, and it kind of planted the seed. And it's just been my passion over the years, and it's kind of come to a head. And so I just decided the time was now to do this.
I love it.
Well, it suits you.
Isn't that a fantastic hat? I just love
She
it.
knows how to rock a hat.
And I have several. It's Refined Style, Consignment Boutique, and Hat Emporium.
Oh, well,
So-
see, there you go. And this hat is perfect for Emily. This looks
Thank you.
It's a good
awesome.
look. It's
Yeah,
a good look.
thank you.
Do you carry mostly modern or just all vintage
So
stuff?
I'm a mix, really.
Okay.
Even right now, I'm 50-50 modern to vintage. And the idea is how vintage and modern can go together, like this lovely lady here in a classic fitted limited cocktail dress with
Love
this
that.
sweater, which is 1980 everything, with the sequins and complete with shoulder pads. Yeah,
I love
That
that.
screams 1980s, but
but it all goes together really well.
Yep.
I like that because there's a way that you can find different clothes from different eras or different parts of your closet or dresser,
Yeah.
put them together and surprise yourself that they actually
and
go.
what people don't think that they can wear vintage, but we were all like so surprised at how beautiful this faux fur coat is over here on her. So she looks great, and like I wanted to demonstrate that here's this crazy 80s denim vest with these cool arrow embroidery details. But you can throw this over, I have a black shirt, and I can throw this over a black shirt with this hat, and you're ready to go to any, bluegrass show in any hipster bar in Madison. You
Yeah. Or if you take off the vest, then you're ready to go out to a cocktail event.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Seriously, you take off the vest and you throw on this sequence number, and
my goodness.
you're ready to party.
Yeah, this is definitely rock star.
So
this
it's-
is beautiful.
Yeah, it's easy and fun.
There are so many different ways to put stuff together, and us ladies know how to have fun with this. But do you carry men's clothes?
I don't, primarily really because I don't know a lot about men's
Stick
clothing.
with what you know.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But I do get asked a lot, but I don't.
You might be able to point him in the right direction or something.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Buy your
Men's
lady
fashion's
gifts.
different. Yeah.
Just point them in that direction.
Thank you. Exactly.
That's the direction I
So
like.
we've been gushing over all these items. This coat. I noticed there's even a Coach bag behind me over here.
Right.
Where do you get your items?
So I am a consignment boutique, so anyone can bring me, you're cleaning out your closet. So often, and I think we're at a really unique time for vintage fashion. You're cleaning out Aunt Dorothy's attic.
Yeah.
What am I going to do with all these 1940s couture dresses? Bring them to me, and I will find happy homes for them.
I
A
love that.
matchmaker.
But also, yeah, so the Coach bag is a good example. I also have a lot of modern clothes as well. So like I said, 50-50 vintage to modern.
So quick before we go, Abigail, how does consignment work? We're almost out of time.
Yeah, just bring me your clothes. I will go through them. I will figure out what works for the store and for my customers, and then we split the profit.
Emily's doing,
peasy.
she's doing shopping already.
Doing a little bit of shopping.
Yeah.
There's so many different things that we can find at Refined Style, which I just love the name. And you said you woke up in the middle of the night and it just dawned on you, which is such a
it
cool
was.
story.
Yeah. Thank you.
There is dresses, there's hats, there's accessories, there's shoes, there's everything. Abigail, thanks so much for joining us. You can find her at Refined Style on Monroe Street. Go check her out. And we are at America's Best Flowers, and this is Girl Talk. Stick with us.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We are here today at America's Best Flowers in Cottage Grove.
And Janet recently caught up with Dr. Angela Cody at Village Smile Care. Let's take a look.
Nearly 50,000 cases of oral cancer will be diagnosed by the end of this year. So Girl Talk decided to head out to Mount Horeb to Village Smile Care and talk to Dr. Angela Cody about this and learn a little bit more. Thanks for taking a few minutes with me today to talk about oral cancer. So 50,000 sounds like a lot. Is it a common cancer?
It is pretty common. November is Oral Cancer Awareness Month, so it's a great month to be talking about this. And like you said, about 50,000 cases a year. Actually, one person dies every hour from oral cancer. So besides the prevalence of how common it is, it's really a very deadly cancer.
And so the prognosis is not good, but it can be detected and prevented, it sounds like.
It can. One of the big problems, so the survival rate is only about 50% after 5 years. So someone that's diagnosed today, only has about a 50% chance of being alive in 5 years, which is really, really scary.
Yeah.
So one of the big problems is early detection doesn't happen very often. And so it's usually only discovered when it's pretty advanced or it's already spread, and then there's not as much that can be done.
Okay, so it sounds like it can go unnoticed for quite some time if it's only being discovered as a more advanced case. So how do you detect it?
So when you go to your dentist for a normal dental checkup, basically they're going to do a head and neck exam. They may kind of feel your lymph nodes and your tissue on the outside, checking for lumps and bumps. They'll check all your tissues inside for changes. So having regular checkups is really important. A lot of people don't visit the dentist every 6 months like recommended, or even for every couple years, so that's how it can go unnoticed. Also, sometimes it doesn't show up visually until it's a little more advanced as well. Luckily, there are some new early detection devices out there on the market that can be used. Our office has something called the Velscope here. So this device, it uses a blue light, and we're able to look through it, and basically it will show things before they're visual to the naked eye. So it fluoresces the tissue, and areas will look darker if there's changes underneath the tissue. So it's helpful to help us find something early. I sent a photo, and we can show that you can see that you can't see anything with the naked eye, but this case actually was cancer, and you can see the dark area under the Velscope.
Wow, what a great improvement over the visual screening. That's a lifesaver.
Yeah,
It sure
it
can
really
be at
is.
least, yeah. So what are the main risk factors in oral cancer?
Sure. So it is more common in men above the age of 40, and the two main risk factors, especially historically, have been use of alcohol or use of tobacco products, smokeless tobacco, chew, cigarettes and cigars.
Oh, wow. Okay, so if people avoid alcohol and tobacco, or quit maybe,
Yeah.
how does that affect their risk then? Does it lower it?
So it does lower the risk. However, there's a lot of new findings, and there have been a lot more diagnoses of young women in their 20s getting oral cancer, which is kind of alarming.
Is that from smoking?
Basically, it can be from smoking, but also there's a link now between the human papillomavirus and oral cancer, and so they're finding that there's a strain of it that can cause oral cancer. So younger people are getting it, people that have never smoked or drank at all. And so the CDC says about 80% of the U.S. population will have the human papillomavirus at some point in their life, but about 99% of the time it's asymptomatic, or they just feel a little under the weather, can be mistaken for a cold or things like that. So it is scary that, basically anybody's at risk, so it's just really important to get those screenings.
Wow, like you said, and the regular visits, so there's some continuity, and you can have a benchmark to sort of
Yes.
look back at. All right, so sign and symptoms we should be looking for maybe on our own at home.
Yeah. So the main things are like a sore in your mouth that's not healing. Most things, pizza burn, a cold sore will heal in a week or two. Any pain in the mouth, lumps, bumps, numbness, tingling, burning sensation. Those are all things to look for. But like we mentioned, really, it can be very asymptomatic. You cannot notice it. A lot of times it's under the tongue or the side of the tongue. So getting those checkups is important, and just kind of noticing and having awareness of your mouth and any changes.
Wow, and a really important topic. Yeah. Thank you. This is Dr. Angela Cody. She's with Village Smile Care in Mount Horeb. We have more Girl Talk for you right after the break.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. As you know, we've been at America's Best Flowers today in Cottage Grove, and it's the grand finale, I'm going to call it, that you've all been waiting for. I'm here today with Margaret, and she's here at America's Best Flowers. You can find her in the floral department.
Yes.
And today we're talking about more than just flowers, because it's the holiday season, and one of the great things about America's Best Flowers is that, number one, they're open all year round, and number two is you can come in, make things, leave the mess here, and bring them on home.
Yes.
I love it. So what are we doing today, Margaret?
Okay, we're going to make a porch pot today.
Okay.
Starting with the greens. So you're going to find your longest.
With tools.
Yeah, everybody's got some tools. You're going to find your longest branch, and you're going to put that in the back.
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna make
you guys
ours
are gonna-
facing you guys at
okay.
home, and
We
then
need-
Margaret's gonna make hers facing her, and we're gonna reveal it at
trimming
the end.
necessary?
because
I don't
she's the
think you need to
expert.
trim.
Okay.
You can just stick
All
it
right.
in there. Yep, shove
Look
it
how
in
good
real
I
good.
did already.
Yep, and then
This
you
is gonna
can
make
start
me
doing
feel
them from
so
the side.
nice and
Okay.
relaxed.
So you want the ones in front to be shorter.
Yes, yeah, and as you work forward, you're going to cut them shorter, make them shorter branches, and you're going to probably want to cut off some of this stuff on the bottom
Oh,
so that it
okay.
can go in better.
Oh, that's a good
Oh.
tip.
Yeah.
Wanting to use
But there you
the
go.
tools,
And
definitely.
then stick that in, and you're going to go kind of add an angle
Okay.
for the sides. So.
Well, I got a comment here that this, for me anyways, I love the smell of pine. So working with
Yes.
this kind of stuff right now is just making me feel really relaxed and happy and kind of feel like I'm like out in the woods camping, but doing art at the same time. It's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Right?
Yeah.
And
It's
there's
a great
so many
time.
times I feel like as adults that we kind of forget to be hands-on and crafty. So it's just a good way to have a fun project for your home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this I can see kids really liking too, because kids definitely get into
Oh my
working
gosh,
with
yeah.
stuff that is from nature, it's recognizable, and then turning it into art is like so fun for them.
And
so-
whenever you get to use tools, it's so fun.
pretty much, yeah, that's a good thing.
So what kind of different greens are we looking at here?
Well, we've got some spruce, and
Okay.
we've got some white pine, and then we've got some balsam here too.
Okay.
Is this the spruce with the longer?
That's the white pine.
This is a pine, okay. These
Yeah.
are the ones that aren't quite as pokey if you get that kind
Right.
of Christmas tree, right?
Yeah, they're nice and soft, so
But
they
harder
don't
to hang
poke.
ornaments because
Yeah, they're not as the branches aren't as strong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
So-
love the mixture though of all of the different textures because these are kind of, more bendy and flexible and wispier.
Yes. Yeah.
And these are more of the traditional,
Yeah.
Christmassy sort of look, if you will.
Yeah, definitely.
of green going on up here. It's really nice.
This is big competition because yours looks so good. You guys can't see it all yet. I don't know if we can compete with you. I think you've got the upper hand on us.
Well, I guess I've done a couple. So
Just a couple.
Just a few. Just a few.
yeah.
Well, and this is
Awesome.
something that you can come in and do really at any time, right? Like we
Yeah.
can come. Sometimes there's folks to help, sometimes there's not. But either way, you
Right.
can come in and kind of have at it, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good for folks to know
And-
out there.
This weekend we actually have a decorate your own wreath workshop.
Okay.
Coming up,
Fun.
and that is on Saturday.
And you guys can always check
from
the
1 to
website
3.
for
Yeah.
those times.
Yep, yep. And then the following weekend is make your own centerpiece. So,
Awesome.
and that one will be using fresh greens, fresh flowers, and some little ornaments and decorations to put in there with that. So that should be a fun time, and something you can put on your table, your dinner table, and brag that you put that together
I love
yourself.
that.
That's right. Because isn't that the classic, holiday statement is, oh, what a beautiful centerpiece. Well,
Yes.
thank you. I made it myself.
Right? Yep.
And I want to add too that you can make porch pots in all different sizes. These are the smaller ones, but you guys
Yes.
have some really big examples
We have
too.
some giant ones out there. Yeah, and if you've got a nice big deck that you want to put something on,
Yeah.
you definitely are going to want to put something larger
Yeah.
out there.
Balance the space.
Yeah.
All right, what are you doing now?
I'm putting in some, they're called Cambu balls, and putting in some sparkly here.
Wait a minute. Do we get to use these things?
Yeah, you guys can put some of those
whoa.
in too.
Ellen,
Love it.
this could double as a wand. I'm just saying.
Right?
Pretty cool.
You could carry it around all day and then stick it in your porch pot.
I might. I just
Yeah.
might. It's kind of my style.
And you guys have all of
That's
these
fun.
accessories available
We
here?
do. We have these here for you to use, and yep, go ahead and grab those. And I
This
like
is
to
so
put
fun.
some
This
taller
is fun.
branches in there. This is the dogwood.
Dogwood, okay.
Yeah,
the red,
you-
yeah.
Yeah, put some of the
Oh, look at
red
these.
twig dogwood.
Ooh,
Aren't they
that's your
pretty?
wand. Sorry.
I love that. I love the idea that you can come in and make something and, we all have the same tools and different things to use here, but they're all going to look different.
Right.
I love
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
And another one of those swirly ones over there.
Yeah.
And you guys are also on Facebook.
We are.
Okay.
Yes, we have a
So-
great Facebook page.
That's a great place, a great resource, I'm sure, to see what's coming up for the weekend, things you want to be involved in. I didn't even realize you guys have Christmas trees here.
Oh yeah, we do.
I love
We've got,
that.
It's a mix between Fraser
Okay.
and balsam, so they hold their needles really well. Beautiful. Different.
That is so cool.
price
I-
Oh, we've got to
ranges.
reveal hers.
We're getting there.
Yep.
Oh, I want to. Are you stealing my
did.
wings, Emily?
Yeah, I got a plan. Totally.
All right,
stole
all
it.
right.
She's got a plan.
We're running
so-
out of
do
time here. We're down to
have
the
a
wire,
plan.
but we got to do the big reveal. So, here are Emily and I's porch pots.
Oh, that's
Margaret,
great.
I want to see what yours looks like. Can we do a grand reveal and spin it around?
Scoot mine. I'm going to hold mine over here so it doesn't get tangled up.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, how beautiful!
It's almost not even fair.
Everybody's got some really nice ones.
Yeah, we didn't know all. You could never. They're totally unique. You
Could never have one
Right.
that was alike the other.
Yep.
I think you win though, Margaret.
Oh gosh, yeah.
well,
I'm going to
thanks.
give you the gold medal. Be sure to come stop by America's Best Flowers. You guys have 2 locations here in Cottage Grove and also in Edgerton. Christmas trees, come make porch pots, come grab some holiday gifts. They have so many things for just decorating in your home and outside your home as well. Again, Margaret with America's Best Flowers, thank you for being with us.
It was a lot of fun.
Thanks for letting us get hands-on today, and thank you to all of our guests, and thank you for watching. And you can find us next time right here on Girl Talk, only on Wisconsin's 57 television.
Beauty and styling for Girl Talk provided by the Ultimate Veritas Spa and Salon.